All right, Keith, thanks a lot. Community colleges across the state learn about another blow to their budgets this week. Governor Phil Bryant says this is in part due to an accounting error. Now with 1.6% of their budgets gone, some community colleges are trying to figure out where to make those cuts. WCBI's Victoria Bailey has that story.
So any cut is going to impact us in some way. So, something's not going to get done, or but it just depends on the level of that cut of just how significant it's going to be.
Talk of cutting the state budget is now more than just talk. More budget cuts were made this week, meaning less money for community colleges and other agencies. However, EMCC is still trying to see how the governor's cuts will impact its campuses.
We really don't know what that would affect. It could mean that some small project or something that we have may need to be delayed.
Schools are now adjusting budgets to make sure their bottom line is correct.
And then once they notify us of that, then the chief financial officer for EMCC and I will sit and we'll look at our budget workbook, and we'll make some determinations. We'll talk with other cabinet members about where we would try to make the cuts, then make those recommendations to the president.
EMCC tries to make sure that decisions made in Jackson have as little impact on students as possible.
We're going to avoid looking at anything that directly impacts the classroom. We feel like we're going to be able to do that. All of our departments and programs have their own operating budgets, that are set up for each year.
The school is no stranger to budget cuts.
Last year we had cuts that happened after the beginning of the calendar year, so that's in the middle of the budget year, and the cut had to be the equivalent to the full year's budget of what was happening. So it makes it a little bit tougher to plan for the rest of the year when you're having to make that kind of a cut. But if it has to happen, we've got a little more time to plan for it now at the beginning, of the budget.
In Mayhew, I'm Victoria Bailey with WCBI News.
Now, the tuition guarantee program will not be impacted by the budget cuts. Medicaid, the Department of Public Safety, and Veterans Affairs are exempt from the current round of state budget cuts.